So Jaden Smith just entered this Diddy conversation and took things to a whole new level with some bold accusations. Jaden is implicating his own father, claiming that Will Smith and Diddy collaborated to traumatize not just him, but also Justin Bieber and a bunch of other young men in the industry. We always knew there was something weird about the fact that Diddy and his close friend Will Smith always ended up in the same conversation for the wrong reasons. But you would think Will would at least try to protect his own kid from becoming just another Hollywood statistic. Well, allegedly, Will did a lot more to damage Jaden than we might know, and he bonded with Diddy over their shared love for catching them young, if you know what I mean. But the real question is, did Will and Diddy really victimize these guys? And did Will really not do anything to shield Jaden from that life? Let's find out. So it looks like the stakes keep getting higher for Diddy and everyone who was involved in his enterprise, because more and more victims are coming forward with their stories. Now, does anyone else think it's sus that a good percentage of these alleged victims are young men in Hollywood who either wanted to make a name for themselves or just found themselves in the spotlight due to circumstances? Take Jaden Smith. For example, there have always been rumors that Jaden is on the DL, and although he has never confirmed the rumors, he hasn't exactly debunked them either. In fact, he added fuel to the fire back during a 2018 Camp Flogna performance when he took a minute to give Tyler a shout-out and dropped the bombshell about Tyler being his boyfriend.
I just want to say Tyler, the Creator, is the best friend in the world, and I love him so much. And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you, Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my boyfriend, and he's been my boyfriend my whole life. Tyler, the Creator, is my boyfriend. It's true.
Although Jaden sounded like he was just joking around, it definitely got people talking, and it didn't help that Jaden doubled down on it on Twitter later when he said, "Yep, Tyler, the Creator, I told everyone, you can't deny it now," and Tyler just went along with it. Jaden still talked about it during an appearance on Apple Music's Beats One Radio, where he said, "I recently said that Tyler, the Creator, is my boyfriend, and that's true, so just so you know, it's not surprising that Tyler went along with it, because he has also sparked DL rumors of his own, like back in 2015, when he shocked fans by tweeting had tried to come out the closet like 4 days ago, and no one cared." There's also his song, I Ain't Got Time off his 2017 album, Flower Boy, where he talked about locking lips with white boys since he was younger. All things considered, Jaden was probably being for real when he said Tyler was his boyfriend, because that wouldn't be the last time he would be tangled up in relationship rumors. Just recently, Jaden had tongues wagging when he and Justin Bieber were spotted at Coachella getting very touchy-feely with each other. A fan recorded Jaden sneaking up behind Justin and planting a wet one on his neck before proceeding to hug him very aggressively. It was obvious that they both didn't know they were being recorded, and they had a lot of fans wondering what they were doing behind closed doors. If they were that unfriendly in public, fans thought the interaction was not giving friendship at all. But Justin Bieber didn't want to address the rumors when he was asked about kissing Jaden a few weeks later. Yeah, he wasn't in the mood for that conversation. But as y'all know, the internet doesn't rest until everything gets dissected every which way, so fans started looking into Jaden and Justin's relationship, and the results were interesting. Things turned dark pretty quickly as fans started pointing out that Jaden and Justin's closeness was more than just friendly or flirty. Some people felt like both guys were actually trauma bonding because they had similar experiences in Hollywood. See, there have been rumors going around for years now about how up-and-coming artists and actors in Hollywood usually have to pay a very high price for the success they want, aka they have to oil up and bend over whenever the so-called gatekeepers want. Picture this: Justin Bieber was only 13 when Scooter Braun discovered him and brought him to Atlanta to begin his music career. Scooter introduced Justin to Usher, who then introduced him to Diddy, according to Jaguar Wright. This was how Justin got scooped up into the world of substance and got passed around to different men in Diddy's freak-off circle. And of course, there have been rumors about Justin being taken advantage of by Diddy for years now, and people still attribute his experiences with Diddy to his later spiral into substance addiction and depression. Many old videos have resurfaced showing Justin and Diddy in very awkward situations where Justin is always looking like a deer caught in the headlights.
Brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, part of it, whatnot. But never really got my number, so.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Okay. 55. You heard?
It's believed that all those years ago, Justin used to get tossed around between Diddy and his friends. One disturbing footage that has been making the rounds is this one where Justin is hanging out with Diddy's shady friends Trey Songz and Odell Beckham, and it looks like Justin is doing Odell some favors. If you ask Jaguar, right, it's exactly as bad as we thought it was. There was never really anybody around to help Justin or take him out of that toxic environment. The result, Justin became dependent on substances to cope with his trauma, and it took years of therapy before he could move on. As for Jaden, practically grew up as Hollywood royalty. Because his parents are two of the most famous celebrities in the industry, at the tender age of 7, Jaden was already making his acting debuts, starring alongside his father in the film The Pursuit of Happiness. It was as good of a debut as anyone can hope to have, especially at such a young age, and Jaden should have been on his way to a flawless career run. However, that would only be the beginning of his wild ride through fame and all the evils that come with it. Let's start with the fact that being born to parents like Will and Jedensmith is not exactly as glamorous as people might think. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of theater kids would kill for that kind of privilege, but we've also seen firsthand how much drama and controversy Will and Jada have been involved in through the years. No matter how much they try to protect their kids from it, it's inevitable that some of it would rub off on them. And considering the fact that Will and Jada tried to make their kids' careers mirror theirs, it's not surprising that Jaden and Willow didn't exactly have a perfect childhood. I mean, Willow was just 13 when she appeared in some raunchy photos with a grown man who was supposedly her friend, and when people started rightfully dragging the hell out of Will and Jada for allowing their daughter to be in such a compromising position, all Jada had to say was that people were hating and being negative. As for Jaden, he has also had his fair share of trauma from being the child of very controversial problems. Will himself has admitted to pushing Jaden sometimes too hard because of his own ambition, which sometimes led to Jaden facing some seriously twisted things. In 2022, Jaden did an interview with Big Boy TV, and the conversation shifted to what it was like for Jaden growing up as the child of two famous actors. He said, "I didn't understand, and I'm still understanding more and more every day that they're just a staple in the world, and they make people feel a type of way that nobody has ever made anyone feel." Then there's the interview Jaden did with Dave in 2018 after working on the movie Skate Kitchen, where he addressed feeling left out of normal people's experiences because of how his parents, he said, "People treat me like I'm not a moral human, so much that you start to believe it. Like, am I not a normal human? I didn't always get to hang out with normal people when I was young, so being older and being able to hang out with the big kids and play with normal people is fun." Although Jaden tried to sound casual, it was obvious that he was speaking from a place of pain because he's had some experiences that were just too much for him. In 2013, Will Smith decided to work on a little family project with the movie After Earth, starring himself and Jaden, and co-produced by Jada. It was supposed to become the next big Hollywood franchise with sequels, games, comics, a whole After Earth universe. But to his greatest shock, the movie flopped massively. It made only $60 million in the US, which doesn't seem that bad until you add the fact that it had a budget of $130 million. Its Rotten Tomatoes rating was even worse, with after scoring just 11%. It was so bad that people were dragging the entire Smith family through the mud. Will later described it as his biggest failure in his self-titled memoir for this behavior. "Daddy messed this boy up. Diddy messed up Justin." But now I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Diddy and Will were partners in Freakos? And can Will be exposed now that Diddy has been arrested? Comment down below and then check out this next video. And thanks for watching my video.